we'll see the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the UCF Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Knights will put total weather to crank us up. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will get the first possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Looking to throw, it's Flores. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the middle of the field.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Knights! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Looking for a man. It's Flores. Grab near the marker. It's Rigby. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The play action fake. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle. It's Wade. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grab behind the line. It's Hughes. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Knights have it with a first and goal. The give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Snap it to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Flores. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position, they located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson gonna throw it. With the catch, it's Montgomery. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got him wide open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
Going to the running game. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to throw again. Sends it downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knights.
Man, this This guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it on the counter. Creates a little space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Flores. They're working that left side. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Gain of 10. First down for the offense.
The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Rigby. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Gain of 18. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Finding open areas. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Referee pass. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Fields. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Flores. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Burke. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Jackson will throw. Here's a heat. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal forward.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Knights decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's in open space downfield and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
And the Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the pass. There he goes! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
2nd down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Flores. Caught near the sticks, it's Ford. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got a man. It's Rigby. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. This offense had to feel they were in the weeds a little bit, but they stayed in the fight, and now you get a break and you feel better about everything.
And isn't it crazy? Sometimes those little breaks you get just create the momentum you need to get back in the football game. It takes a little bit of luck. Got a good break there.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Flores. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brock. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 35. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Off Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking for space, it's Fields. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Oklahoma State.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to throw. It's Flores. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 7.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
The extra point here would tie the game.
For the extra point.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th.
The game at 21 apiece.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Firing deep. He's got an open man. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 of the 19.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it again. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Jackson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Rigby. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Flores. That's caught. It's Freeman. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's got it. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Jackson gonna throw it quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Wade. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now on first down from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.